How do I stop going that way?
Keep going.
Oh, I think
Have
I'm
a shot.
not bad.
Have a shot.
Lenny is a whirlwind on wheels. He's paralysed from the chest down and in constant pain, but it takes more than that to stop him.
I always say I found my ability in the wheelchair.
Lenny wasn't always in a wheelchair. As a kid, he grew up in public housing, and when he left school, he hit the party scene.
And it was very innocent at that time, and slowly became a massive issue later in life.
Do you remember the first time that you tried ice?
Yes, vividly. And yeah, feeling like a rocket man. It was one of those things that enabled me to work longer hours, which wasn't a bad thing until it became a bad thing.
How did your priorities shift with your addiction?
Drugs were more important than electricity. I was living in a house that had no power. People say, well, why wouldn't you just, pay the bill and not do the drugs? If you don't do the drugs, especially ice, you don't have energy, you just sleep. If I sleep, I don't have a job, I don't have an income, and yeah, I guess fall apart.
A few stern words from his dad finally encouraged Lenny to clean up his act.
My dad's got a Turkish military history, so my dad was like, look, why don't you go, join the army? Military was some of the best years of my life. You got to be on your toes, plus fit, training, all the rest of it. Plus I was playing professional soccer over there as well.
But the good times didn't last long. While on duty, Lenny started having issues with his back. When his military career ended, so did his sobriety.
3 days after I discharged, I was straight back on the crack pipe. It just became easy, something to revert back to that I knew that was always there.
A scan revealed a tumour in Lenny's spine, so he was booked in for an operation to remove the mass. But when he woke up, Lenny couldn't move his legs, and 3 months later, he was told he was paraplegic.
Normally I would have gone home and done drugs. That was one of the points where I said mentally I started recovering. I was like, cool, well, doing drugs is not going to help me anymore. And then that led to sport, which was the biggest part of my recovery, was finding sport.
And there isn't a sport Lenny won't try. Football, swimming, cycling, basketball, even Spartan races.
So whack this Velcro across you.
Velcro across.
Grab that one, pump it through.
This side?
Yep. I'm doing this for me, for no one else. And it was just another thing to stay away from addiction.
Yeah. It's a good use of time, right?
100%. And it's one of those things you can either not do or do. And when you do, you have a better positive attitude. It's just the bouncing ball effect.
Let me go again.
Let's do
Can you
it.
train me again?
Get it up.
Ah!
Closer. Haven't you played netball?
Not well.
Where are you going? Oh, you're trying to turn.
I'm trying to turn, Lenny.
Lenny gets up at 4:30 to train alongside his fellow high achievers.
He's had battles in the past, but being able to come in here and then still hype everybody else up, he knows it's a second chance and he's making the most of it.
Last year, Lenny took home 2 medals from Prince Harry's Invictus Games.
I was swearing on camera, not realising the camera was there. I won't repeat the words, but I started crying. Of happiness, joy, everything, all the trouble that I have on the toilet, whatever it may be. Everything at that moment sunk in. It was for that, regardless of what happens after, getting there, breaking that barrier for what I've been through was a part of sport. That was my life.
These days, he has a new mission called the 0600 Challenge.
6 veteran suicide a month. Just think work colleagues, imagine 6 work colleagues were, suiciding a month, that's a lot of people. Walk, yoga, kayak, push a wheelchair, walk a dog, whatever you want to do. It's to raise money for veteran suicide.
Lenny's also given himself an unofficial official nickname.
The Smiling Cripple. I've trademarked it. People ask me why. Even when I rang up the trademark people, they're like, what is it? I'm like, I'm a cripple and I always smile. They're like, fair enough, and gave me the green tick. I have a disability. I smile, I'm super happy, and I just want people to see that people like us can still be happy, can be a part of society, can be a part of all of it. It's no different. Lower and then up. There you go.
Lenny?
Let's sign you up. Who is this woman?
Nothing but net. He's an excellent teacher, he's an absolute legend. Right now, Lenny is also raising money for the Invictus 0600 Challenge. If you want to help, there's still time to donate. You can head to our website to find out how.